Hello Sagittarius, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to JilleTarot. This is your love reading for February 2022. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. And it's not going to resonate with everyone, so let your intuition guide you to the things that feel meaningful to you. And you can check out the other signs that make up your chart. A lot of times those readings contain additional messages. And thank you for your support. If this resonates, please feel free to like and subscribe. So we're going to see what the main energy is surrounding you, Sagittarius, regarding love. And we're getting fidelity. Neither you nor your partner would ever stray. So some of you could be experiencing some sort of issue with fidelity or coming to the realization that you can actually trust. So let's get 2 cards to go with fidelity. We have energy activation, connect to the divine through meditation or prayer, and be open to change. Be receptive to new experiences. Change leads to growth. So when it comes to this fidelity energy, that's, a highly individualized energy. So take a look at fidelity in your life, whether that comes down to issues of trust or whether, it just, for some of you, it could be about, you kind of had suspicions that weren't based in reality. And that's when this energy activation could come in, where you need to connect to the divine through meditation or prayer, because it does feel like some of you may have just kind of got spun up in this suspicious energy. And like I said, it's not based or grounded in any reality. Kind of got spun up in your fears a little bit. And we have the main energy is that neither you nor your partner would ever stray. So for some of you, that could be, you need to take a look at your own fidelity and where you're at in that situation, when it comes to a connection. So let's get some cards for energy activation, connecting to the divine through meditation or prayer. And we're getting the King of Wands, the 6 of Wands, and the Hangman. So we do have energy activation coming in, that connecting to the divine through meditation and prayer is going to leave you very, very powerful, Sagittarius. This is you being very much self-connected, very much in your power, very much ready to take the lead with confidence here. You're ready to make it happen with this King of Wands. Because of this energy activation, there is success here with the 6 of Wands. This is victory. This is making progress. This is celebration. This is dating and flirting attention if you're not in a connection. This is some sort of recognition. Recognizing that there's fidelity if you're in a connection. Or actually, somebody there, if you're not in a connection, it feels like you're very much confident in this attraction. You might ask somebody out, or somebody's going to be paying you some attention, some dating, some flirting. Now we do have the Hangman. This is about needing to take a pause for just a bit. Things could get a little bit stuck. So we have this recognition, we have this energy. For those of you that are in a connection, when it comes to this Hangman energy, it feels like this is you needing to get still, take a time out for a little bit, because you need to go into this energy activation, connect to the divine through meditation or prayer, however you do that, so that you can have a fresh perspective when it comes to fidelity. So whatever that issue is, like I said, this feels like it has 2 different meanings. If you're in a connection, you need to, have a temporary pause for the energy activation, so that you can have a fresh perspective on whatever this trust, this fidelity issue is. If you're not in a connection, it does feel like you're feeling very confident, very powerful, very passionate. You're ready to just go for it. You're taking control. You're taking the lead in this attention. And then there could be a temporary pause in the situation with the Hangman energy. So just be aware that if you're single, this Hangman energy, if you're not in a connection, when things kind of stagnate or there's a temporary pause and it starts to kind of get you spun up in your paranoia, in your suspicions, go back to this energy activation so you can get back in touch with your power there. And be open to change, be receptive to new experiences. Change leads to growth. So, be open, make sure you're staying open. Things could change, so just know that. And we're getting the Three of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. So being open to change, be receptive, because it does feel like with this temporary pause, you can't know the answer. You're not going to be able to know the outcome. So you're going to need to be open to change and be open to new experiences. If you're not in a connection, be open, looking towards your future. That if there's a pause in this situation, that be open to other people. It feels like you're going to face a choice at some point. If there's a person, there was a temporary pause, you're being open to change. That change leads to growth. You might actually need to face a choice between two people here with this Two of Wands. Make that decision, make that choice, and for your future with this Queen of Swords energy. Because when it comes to connections and relationships, she's just not going to take any BS. She knows exactly what she wants, exactly what she needs. She communicates very truthfully and clearly, and she cuts out the person that's not going to serve her. She's very open and honest in her communications. So, and if you're in a connection, be open to the changing. Like I said, when this Hangman energy comes in, this fresh new perspective is you're like, I'm going to be open to change because I've had this energy activation. And so when I get all spun up in my paranoia, my doubts, my fears, my worries, I'm going to be open to new experiences. And I know that me changing and a fresh new perspective is going to lead to growth. But it doesn't feel like I said, with this Three of Wands for you in a connection, it just feels like you don't know the answers. This is a choice that you have to make on faith here with this Three of Wands and this Two of Wands. And then tap into this energy of the Queen of Wands, because she is going to allow you want to make this decision, be receptive to the change from this Queen of Swords energy. And like I said, that's just about, when it comes to this connection in this relationship, you're cutting out what doesn't serve you, whether that's a person, your thinking, and you're ready to go forward from truth and clarity. You know exactly what you want. She's very powerful, this Queen of Swords energy. And so we do have air sign energy. You could be connected with a Gemini, a Libra, or Aquarius that you're facing this decision with. But just tap into this energy of the Queen of Swords, where you just know going forward for your future exactly what you want. You're truth and clear with yourself. And you're actually making logical, rational decisions and having those thoughts rationally, instead of being in the fear when it comes to this fidelity and this trust. So I hope this all makes sense, Sagittarius. Lots of messages. Let's see what the best advice is for you. And we're getting obsession. Focusing too much on one situation, the need to take a step back. That could come back to that obsession. You're obsessing on the negative. You're obsessing on this trust, this fidelity issue. And taking, getting back into this energy activation leaves you very powerful. You realize with this fresh new perspective that you've just been focusing too much on that negative energy. And you need to take a step back and kind of be open to change, open to allowing yourself to change. Tap into this Queen of Swords energy. If you're not in a connection, same thing, obsession. Focusing too much on one situation, you're going to need to take a step back. It's like you focus too much on this one love connection and there's a temporary pause and you're kind of obsessing over it, but you need to be open to change. You need to be open to new experiences because you don't know where this is going to lead. But change is going to lead to growth one way or another. So going towards your future, you have a fresh new perspective. You're going to be open to change, and then you're going to face a decision. And so just make sure that you're making it from this Queen of Swords energy, and you can be very powerful when it comes to, you get truth and clarity when it comes to, because she demands it, when it comes to connections and relationships. So I hope this was helpful, Sagittarius, and until next time, I wish you lots of love and many blessings.